be exploring how to make a chicken pit very quickly within the game known as Minecraft. A chicken pit is perhaps, excluding initial setup, the cheapest source of food in the game, both in terms of resources and in terms of time. However, it is quite possibly the most audibly offensive food source in the game. The only other food sources that are as low upkeep include melons and zombies. It should also be noted that with enough space and enough chunks loaded, you can simply spawn food inside of a machine that harvests food entities automatically. However, those are large projects and the chicken pit is easy to set up and requires little to no care once it has been. However, harvesting chickens in this manner is more difficult as the chicken is a smaller entity and can avoid fall damage. This is a quick guide for the theory behind the chicken pit, and is therefore in creative mode. Actual implementation will come in a later video, and is rather quick and easy. You first require a pit that a chicken cannot escape from. This is as simple as making a 2-deep hole in the ground. We will add a ladder for now so that we may access the pit and get out of the pit ourselves. And the chickens cannot. In the olden days, non-player entities could climb ladders, so a 2-deep hole would permit the occasional chicken to escape. However, in the modern era of technology and constantly developed relics of bygone eras like Minecraft, this is not a problem and chickens do not escape using ladders. There does appear to be a limit to the number of chickens one can fit inside of a small pit like this. From experience, I believe this limit is 24. However, more important than the limit to the number of chickens you can fit on a single square is the rate at which eggs are laid. To obtain this many chickens is slow going, as it appears that chickens prefer to lay eggs in places that do not already have eggs laying. Since hoppers have been used to immediately remove eggs from the chicken's environment, this is not a problem for us. It is therefore more important for us to note when a chicken can and cannot lay an egg. It would appear that if a chicken is able to be moving, the less likely it is to produce an egg. This can be seen when looking at the rates of each of these 3 pits. You will notice that the fewer possible destinations a chicken has, the more it will lay eggs. The smaller the pit, the higher the rate of egg generation. However, the smaller the pit, the fewer eggs total are generated. You will always obtain more eggs from more squares in your pits. However, with each square beyond 1, the chickens have room to move, removing peak efficiency from your egg generation. This was tested by measuring the number of eggs generated 30 minutes after each of the output chests had been emptied. Every square added to your chicken pit is a diminishing return in terms of egg generation. Once the chickens are happily producing eggs, you must find a way to automatically replenish chickens that you harvest for your own consumption. Here a dispenser was used. It is important to note that if you are inexperienced with redstone as I am, you must use 3 repeaters at a minimum to create a permanently repeating dispenser. Note that this is a similar technique that is occasionally used for potion firing or arrow firing. Once this is completed, you must find a way to transport the eggs to the dispenser automatically. Here a very simple minecart system has been implemented. You should take care as going out of your way to understand redstone. Detector blocks and pistons will likely make your entire system more efficient. This minecart system typically carries between 2-4 eggs per round trip up to the dispenser, leaving plenty of eggs for your own use. The largest issue with this system is an inability to sort the collected and useful corpses of chickens from the eggs. You will have to do this manually. Slaughtering the chickens automatically has not been covered in this episode, as this has been a tutorial on how to obtain large amounts of food in Minecraft without having to understand or maintain a farm. You will only have to endure the hellish sounds of the chicken feet stamping upon the ground, and the tortured souls that so sustain your own life. A small price to pay for being healthy enough to sprint and jump at the same time. I have in the past created methods for automatically killing chickens, however I have not bothered to set one up as it is normally not as effective as one first hopes. Thank you, I hope you enjoy this tutorial.